I wasn't planning on doing a video today, but here I am. Today is New Year's Day. I've been up for about 45 minutes. It's dark outside, so I'm videoing near a window, but again, it's dark, so this video is not going to be as light as some of the other videos have been. Here's some coffee. This cup is the Tides Wharf at Bodego Bay. I used to live within about three and a half hours of that, of Bodego Bay, California, and I would go there about once a year. And one of the years when I went there, I picked this up. Girlfriends and I would go there, and we would drive the beach areas and park and get out and walk on the beach, on some of the beaches. Goat Rock Beach, which is the last beach before you leave the area if you're coming in from the south side, is they have a sandy side and they have a rocky side. The sandy side, you're going to get sand in your shoes. The rocky side is easier to walk around, and both sides have parking lots. So it just depends on when you enter for those beachheads. It just depends on which way you go, if you end up with the rocky side or in the sandy side. I think if you go right, you're going to end up with the sandy side, and if you go left, you end up with the rocky side. If my memory serves me right, I left California several years ago, so I haven't been back, so it's been several years. So at any rate, but yeah, one of the times that we went there, that a friend and I went there, we stopped at the Tides Wharf, which is where this coffee cup is from. They have an expensive lunch place there, but if you go out towards the water, they also have a cheaper lunch place. So if you're in that area, and if you're wanting to visit that area, depending on how much you want to pay, you can go out towards the water and get more the snack bar and get the cheaper lunch. Now, I don't think that's open in the evening, but it might be in the summertime. I don't know. I know the restaurant area is, or at least it was when I left California. So, here's my breakfast that I normally eat. Something very similar to this. This is a combination of granola, which I made with oatmeal, and regular raw oatmeal, and then a variety of fruits, a lot of berries. There's some pear slices here. Sometimes I have some apple slices or pineapple chunks. So it just kind of depends, but this is what I'm going to have for breakfast in just a little bit. We had noise here last night. We had the firecrackers going off. I was not up, but I was still awake. I was almost asleep when they started going off. There were a couple pretty loud booms, so just part of New Year's Eve, part of New Year's morning. People celebrating, going out with the old, coming in with the new, which I think is awesome. I heard a motivational speaker say one time that every day is a new year depending on how you look at it. And I had not thought about that before, but yes, I agree with that. New Year's Eve, New Year's Day is a time frame that humankind has assigned for the new year. So I basically agree with that, especially if you're going for goals or something like that. Every day is a new year depending on how you look at it. So if at some point during 2026 things are not going the way you want them to, I hope you remember that. I hope you remember that every day is a new year, but depending on how you look at it. Now today, I think I'm going to start putting my Christmas decorations away. I'm not sure yet. It just feels like the right time. I didn't plan on doing it today. I planned on leaving them up for a few more days, but today just feels like the right time to get that done. So I think I'm going to do that today. Outside, we got snow yesterday. It's an icy tundra out there. I was driving on one of the state roads late yesterday afternoon, and I had to go someplace and then come back, and the wind was blowing and the snow was coming down, and I felt like that we were going to see an icy tundra this morning, and sure enough, the cars are going by. I'm hearing crunch on the ice. I don't think salt trucks have been out. I may be wrong. I think it's just the cars crunching the ice as they're driving by. The driveways look pretty icy. So just living in the Midwest in the wintertime, you get this kind of stuff. That's one of the things I miss about the area of California that I lived in. Um, we rarely got snow. Every now and then you would see dusting on the valley floor and it would go away within a few hours. But here, this is just the way life is. You get the snow, you get the ice, and you just live with it. Some years are worse than others. This year it started earlier than it normally does. Let me take a sip of my coffee. This year we got a big storm right after Thanksgiving. That's not normal. But it does happen, and you can even get them in October. The first year I was here, Halloween, we got snow and wind, and they canceled, excuse me, they canceled Halloween night, the trick-or-treating going around. Now, the trunk-or-treats went on, but the trick-or-treating door-to-door just got canceled. It was just too bad out to have the kids out and exposed to that kind of weather. So you just never know. From October, mid-October, through late March, even possibly late April, you can get this. I've flown in to this area in late April and had snow. So it happens. It's not normal. It's not common, but it's not abnormal either. It's just part of being in this area of the country. So today's kind of a more lazy day for me. Again, I plan on probably getting some of the Christmas decorations put away. I have a box of Christmas decorations that I did not use this year. I'm not sure I'll use them in the future. I don't have a lot of space to put things up. So I'm going to go through those, and I have a friend who just absolutely loves Christmas, and I'm going to sort those out, and she's probably going to get most of that box. What I put up this year, I will keep, because those are the things that really work well for where I live now and for the space I have and the services I have. So I will be doing that. I have a cat who has been getting more persnickety on her food. I don't know why. I don't know if the contents have changed, but flavors that she used to like, she no longer likes. And so I'm opening up a can of dry food, or canned food, I'm sorry, a can of canned food, and putting it in the dish, and she's walking away from it. And the dates on them are September of 2027. So they're almost 2 years out. So they shouldn't be bad, but that's what I'm seeing. I'm opening up these cans of canned cat food, and some of them she's just saying no to. She will not eat them. I have somebody that I can give it to who has more cats than I do, and if I have a can and I'm headed their way, it makes sense to take it over there. And I do, and that way their cats get that food. And they have not told me that their cats are saying no to any of it. So I think that my cat, she just turned 10, she's just getting more persnickety, and I don't know if it's coming with age, or again, if they've changed the composition of the food. I have no idea. And it's Frisky's brand. Though I know the labels have changed on a lot of the cans, so it's very possible that the composition of the food has also changed. So who knows? I may decide to do one before. I had no scripting for this one. I just decided that I wanted to get on and do a video. So again, here's this beautiful coffee cup that I have, and have a wonderful, I hope you have, by the time you see this, it will be Friday. So I hope you had a wonderful New Year's Day. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.